we stop
Okay,
this
okay.
type of architecture because we don't have money anymore.
All right,
What,
here's the thing.
which was the last building? You
Oh God, he's still
recognize
going.
those buildings. Okay, they have tall doors because the Tartarian or whatever you call them, okay, they were giants.
Sorry, what the fuck did you just say to me?
We're living on a disk, floating through space.
No, we're
with
not.
a tiny sun.
Hey, I'm FTFE, and welcome back to the channel that does to stupidity what Linus Tech Tips has done to his entire empire. Wow, there's a fall from grace if ever I've seen one. Welcome back for another show. Today we are going to do part 3 of picking apart every lie David Weiss says. I spent the past 2 days going over his recent debate with Andrew Gold. If you haven't seen Andrew Gold's channel, link is in the description, and the link to the original debate is in the description. I highly advise you to go and check it out. What I've discovered so far is that if Durf's lips are moving, then he's lying. I started the stream with still the idea maybe that he wasn't just a complete liar. He's just a dumbass that believes what he says. But no, he spouts absolute, complete and utter lies. David Weiss is a conman and a grifter that spends his time pushing misinformation and lies to gullible people in the hope that he can sell them his stupid iPhone and Android app, which also contains nothing but lies and misinformation. You know, it can literally be debunked by a third grader. His entire app, it's completely useless. He lies to old ladies and makes them have hope that there's a creator that put us in a magic fishbowl for some reason. He pushes lies to children and hopes that they become flat earthers so that they can keep pushing the lie. I'm not sure why he wants to fill the world with misinformation. No, I absolutely do know, because he's a conman and a grifter that wants to sell his app. Nothing more. I have got a poll. Please vote, because this is the lies of Dearth. Ditruth. Dumbass. And every time there's a lie, I am going to mark it down and see how many lies in the next 25 minutes of the debate we get, because each of these streams, which for me and you guys has been 90 minutes long, have only been able to cover 25 minutes of the stream with Andrew Gold each time, because I have to stop it so often, because literally everything Durf says is a lie. Just noticed already the chat, you guys are insane, and I love you all. Warboss has gifted 5 memberships, thank you. And then he says, for 10 Canadian dollars, can we get a proper wah? Thank you, Warboss, my favourite orc that lives in Canada. Canada's so fucked. And then Katriana Verin for gift 50 memberships. Oh my god, 50 I know I probably pronounced your name wrong again, but I'm sorry, I'm really just useless at names. You guys know that by now. But 50 memberships. Thank you very much. That means already we've got 55 memberships. It's a whole bunch of you. Dave McKeegan in the chat as well, an absolute legend. I'm just going to mark really small. That's all. Jiffy Cones for $5 says, have to go to work soon, so I'll miss most of the stream. Have a fiver, take care, hashtag not you Gary. Yeah, I love all of you, not you Gary. don't worry, Jiffy Cones, you can watch this on replay. Save time, paint the whiteboard black, says, oh no, it's Andy. Yeah, well, I'm using a red marker, so I might as well just bleed on it or something, right? But let's do it. Let's get on with the lies and see how many marks I have to put on my board. Please, before I continue, guys, make sure you have moved any sharp objects, computer monitors, desks away from you, and you have, in fact, sellotaped pillows to your hands. You know, I don't want you guys getting injured, and it seems to happen a lot when you watch my videos. The amount of lawsuits I've got, it's insane.
You were started with GPS and satellites, and here's them launching a satellite. This is what's done, okay?
Oh my God. Straight away with the lies. Like, oh, should be back. Sorry, stream buffered for a sec there. Yeah, so, Dave, stupid internet. Hamsters are bloody useless. I need to feed them more haggis. Yes, Gareth, you're right. So Flat Earth Dave's argument here is, well, they're putting balloons up with you know, things that look similar to something that might be a satellite. Therefore, satellites are fake. No, Dave. One thing can exist with another thing existing. No one's going to deny there are balloons with equipment, or satelloons, whatever you want to call them. But they are not the same thing as a satellite. You know, 7 seconds and already a lie. So let me get a mark on my board. Seven seconds and a lie. So here we go. Our first mark, 1. See how far we can get without another lie.
They launched 2,000 weather balloons every single day to chart the worldwide weather. 2,000 every single day from 1,000 locations across the Earth. They all launch at the exact same time, twice a day.
Well, that's another lie. No, there isn't 2,000 locations that all launch 1,000 balloons a day. He's just making shit up. So 2. 21 seconds in, that's 2 lies.
Okay, and that's how they chart out all the weather. It's not done with satellites, it's done with balloons.
There's another lie, because no one's going to deny that there are weather balloons that monitor certain weather patterns, but there absolutely 100% is satellites in space that monitor weather. For instance, Himawari. So 3 lies, 26 seconds in, and another lie. He's a disgusting human.
And once you see the balloon programs, you can't deny it.
Yeah. Again, I'm not going to be able to beat you on the science because I don't know enough about it. I think I've got you on just the philosophical part of it. It just doesn't work. There are 7-8 billion people on this planet. There are too many.
Lie. That's another lie. There's not 7 or 8 billion.
Well, you're right.
Well, there's lying there, saying that it's a lie that there's billions of people, 7-8 billion people on the planet. What does he think that we're being lied to about the population, or is he pretending that we're being lied to about the population? So anyway, 46 seconds in, that's 4 lies. This is not going to take long. Sorry, 1 second. "46 seconds, 4 lies. That's currently roughly 10, roughly 1 lie every 10 seconds. So he's a 6 lies per minute, 6 LPM currently.
Take that in faith. You're right. I take that in faith. How large is...
Everything you're putting out is in faith. And the thing is, most people that fight the flat Earth are...
Woo! Fight the flat. Fight the flat. Fight the flat. Fight.
They're just believing what they were taught in school, what they were indoctrinated to believe.
Okay, well, there's another lie. So we've already got 1, not 5. Okay, no, that we weren't just indoctrinated at school. That's a lie about what education is. Education is not indoctrination. Education is giving you the ability to discern reality by, you know, testing it and stuff yourself, especially when you do a degree in physics or something. This is the kind of lie, you know, they just got indoctrinated at school and believe it. This is the kind of lie that comes from somebody that doesn't have any higher education. That's why he's 50 and wears a beanie inside.
Okay.
Why? Okay, let's say you're right about this, and I have no real. I'm not somebody who has the kind of ego where I've got to like win and beat someone. You know, what's the point? You know, let's say you're right.
You don't need an ego, Andrew. You've already won by not being a fucking dumbass.
Like, why is it important to you? And I do understand that truth is important, but tell.
Oh, and quick shout out to Promethean Kitchen in the chat, ex-flat earther that says that me and Dave McKeegan pulled him out of the cult. Awesome, dude. You're amazing.
Tell me why else it's important, specifically to you, not to flat earthers in general. What is this to you?
Well, once.
Yeah, I do have in hair gel because it makes my hairline look not so bad. Come on, Weishoff, that was just a joke.
Once you break the heliocentric spell, your thoughts create your world. You realize that everything in your life is because of the way you think. The good things, the bad things are attracted to you because you're thinking about them, and you know you're bringing those things into your life.
Sorry, the bad things in my life are there because I'm thinking about them, and that brings them into my life. So my shoulder injury from the military and my leg injury, they're there because I just thought about them. You know, my little sister having multiple sclerosis, that's a bad thing that just happened because she thought about it. What the fuck you want? You know what? I'm counting that as a lie. 6. Oh, my marker's died because it doesn't want to hear any more lies. So we have to go to pink. Mr. Toffee's gifted another 5 memberships. That's 60 memberships so far this stream. Thank you very much. And then Capiana Verin, he's a member for 5 months, says, just started and already want to face desk. Like I said, move the stuff away. No sharp objects or desks or monitors near you. Dave McKeegan, for £2, says, Dearth formula is 8 lies per sentence squared. Wolf Dances for $5. Dearth is looking down the wrong rabbit hole and it stinks. Yeah, man. What are we? We're 1 minute 41 in. 6 lies.
Biggest conspiracy in the world is that the universe is conspiring to deliver you every one of your thoughts. So everything in your life is your fault, period. Okay? Yeah. I believe that. And it's kind of provable, right? And so if your thoughts...
I zoned out because, not going to lie, his voice is really annoying. So let me listen to that bit again.
Because you're thinking about them and, you know, you're bringing those things into your life. The biggest conspiracy in the world is that the universe is conspiring to deliver you every one of your thoughts. So everything in your life is your fault, period. Okay? Yeah. I believe that. And it's kind of provable.
That's a lie. It is not provable in any way that all the bad things in your life are your fault. I mean, would Batman agree with you? You know, is it Batman's fault his parents took him down a place called Crime Alley? And then they got killed. Is that Batman's fault? No, that's kind of his parents' fault, to be honest, or the you know, the owls. But anyway, no, that's a stupid thing to say, Dearth. This is not provable. 7 lies. Let's go.
Right, and so if your thoughts are contained, right, in a heliocentric world where we're going to get hit by an asteroid, a nuclear bomb's going to blow us up, you know, wars, countries are fighting with each other, we're running out of food, we're running out of water. If you're living in fear, you lose your power, right? We're in a spiritual war. I know that you don't believe that, but it's a war that
there's a lie. There's no spiritual war. That's just a lie. A really dumb thing to say. So 8.
Believe in, okay? They're really evil people, and once
you are the evil person, Dave.
You break that and unplug, you stop feeding the system. And I don't believe that anybody can stop you. And, you know, nobody's allowed to take away your natural law rights. Careful how I say that with you. Okay?
What? There's no such thing as natural law rights. This is just something that doesn't exist. He's just made that up. Therefore, he just lied again. 9.
To take it away, but you're allowed to give it away. You're allowed to give it away. People can trick you, and if you don't pay attention and realize what this world really is, you give away much of your life. Most people in this world work 9 to 5 at best. Okay.
Solixis in the chat says, I wouldn't say a flat earther is evil, just misguided. No, this guy is evil. That's why in 2 minutes and 54 seconds, he said 9 lies. Right? 9 lies in 2 minutes and 54 seconds. He is evil. He is a liar. He lies to people constantly for money. He's a liar. He is evil.
They come home, they eat, they watch Netflix, they watch HBO, they go to a sports game, they drink, and then they start the week over again. And then when they're too old to enjoy anything, they got a little bit of money, they retire and die. Okay? That's not what life is. That's not what life is.
So can I just say, like, I respect that, okay? And I do. I respect you. I think I should respect everybody I speak to. You know, why not? And you're a nice man.
No, he's not. He's a
I
liar.
would just say what you've said. I mean, I don't know much about the science of flat Earth. I do know about
there's no science of flat Earth,
the
Andrew, don't worry.
dynamics of cult think and conspiratorial think.
There's
and
definitely
those kinds
cult
of things.
thinking in flat Earth. That's 100%
We
true.
are all engaged in them, all of us. None of us are free of this. I'm not suggesting this is something that is part of your mind and not my own. But what you've just told me is what is very common in cults. So in Scientology, they call it you pulled it in. It means everything is your fault that happens to you.
Hey, Globe
The
Turret, how you
idea
doing,
is
bud?
they're selling you this dream that even though it
Second
seems
favourite.
harsh on the surface, like, hey, we're going to blame you for everything, they're also telling you you're actually in control. You can control things. And there is no human
Damon X,
emotion
I think it's
that
the same
is
thing, right?
more
Pathological liar
disturbing,
is
in my
professional
opinion,
con
and
artist.
feeling out of control.
That
You-
sounds
so
a
for
little
you,
culty, but Andrew, you planned on having this conversation, and you made it happen. You pulled it into your life, right? You've created your reality. You build your life. The problem is people
I don't mean
like
to suggest that that's. I don't mean to suggest that's not true at all. And like there's a lot of controversy around people like Jordan Peterson, for example, because he's always saying, well, you know, you gotta make your bed. And I actually think that's really good advice. But I'm also a firm believer
Jordan
in
Peterson
everything in
impression, that was
moderation.
funny.
So yes, sometimes you are in control of things more than you thought you were, and I think that's very good advice for a huge group of people in the world. They need to hear that and feel more empowered to take control of their lives. But unfortunately, it is my belief, and my belief might be wrong, but it is my belief that there are things in this world that are beyond our control. And it's really scary. And it's scary for everyone watching, and both of us right now, that we go to bed, we finish this conversation, people go, okay, this was fun, this person was on this side, I was on that side, and then we go to bed and we close our eyes and we feel very alone and very scared and sad and dark. And you worry about time running out and what might happen to you after and all the mysteries of the universe. And that's hard. And so the human mind invents a story.
Well, you invented a story that you live on a scientifically impossible ball. Let's talk about high pressure next to low pressure. You okay with that? Or is that above your pay grade?
You know what I should do? I think I should get some super chats, but I just wanted to sort of get my philosophical part of this, the psychological part in, because I do think you're right. I might have invented a story about a ball and all these things, but it's not a comforting thought. So my biases have not led me to think that.
Yes, well,
really?
But that's what we've been indoctrinated into believe. Before we can talk, you had mobile over your head, and your crib probably with planets on it, and Sesame Street and all the kids programs. They all have astronauts on it. It's all indoctrination. It's the gate.
$5 from Kathleen Verin. Hi, I'm FTFE, and I say that Marvel is. Sorry, I'll try that again. Hi, I'm FTFE, and I say that Marvel is better than. One sec. I don't think I can say that whilst I'm wearing my Green Lantern ring, so I'll just have to take off my Green Lantern power ring. Let me try again. Hold on. Hi, I'm FTFE, and I think that Marvel is better than DC. Listen, oh, not good. Hi, I'm FTFE, and I think that Marvel is better than DC. Oh, I need a shower. Oh. God the Scummer for £2 says, I really think Andrew Gold needs to have FTFE on. Yeah, I'd love to go on and have a chat with Andrew Gold. I am trying to reach out to him. Right, yeah, let me just go back a few seconds because I missed what Durf just said.
Yes.
Well, but that's what we've been indoctrinated into believe before we can talk. You had mobile over your head and like your crib probably with planets on it, and Sesame Street and all the kids programs. They all have astronauts on it. It's all indoctrination. It's to get you to literally disconnect from who you truly are.
Yeah, that's a total lie. Sesame Street is not indoctrination. It's attempt at educating kids so the TV can educate them, I guess. So we're up to 10 lies. Having astronauts and stuff on is just cool because that's great jobs. That is something brilliant to aspire to if you want to have a successful life. It's not indoctrination to try and teach kids that it's good to be successful. Do not judge others, Mr. Weiss, by your shitty low standards. And oh my goodness, Katliana, with another 50 gifted memberships. Thank you very much. So that's like 83 new memberships, and there's 308 people watching. That's a large proportion. Most of the people in the chat are probably members at this point. Thank you so much, guys. Incredible. And then 50 secs from Andreas Eldritch for, you asked the wrong question in the poll. How fast will he reach 50 lies? Yeah. So the poll, we're already past option 1. So if you chose that, you were wrong. So we've got another 20 minutes of him to go. How far up can he get? We're at 10 lies already. 6 minutes and 7 seconds in.
Right? Any super chats come in with questions? Let's read them. That would be great.
Yeah, okay, let's do that. I would just finish with but your version of it is very comforting, and I think it's very human to go with that. And even when you're describing,
wait a minute, hold on a second. Comforting that the elite are out to enslave us and keep us, in the spiritual. That's not comforting.
It is, because it implies that if you just got rid of that elite, there'd be some sort of either an afterlife, an all-loving creator, more resources. All we have to do, don't be worried when you're going to sleep about the loneliness of it all and dying alone. Just think.
Hey, Rachbot, I am so glad you made it, although I did program you, so I guess you should be here. Thank you, as always, for being an amazing supporter.
We just need to get rid of that elite.
No.
Now, I don't deny the elite are there. The elite are there. The problem is when you get rid of them, there's also meaninglessness there, and that's sad, and that keeps me up at night. But it doesn't mean I'm going to change my truth. I know you do, but okay, let's go to, and you're welcome to. I welcome all different views on this channel. That is important, plurality of opinion, because otherwise we do have groupthink.
While the chats are coming in, anybody that's new to me, you can find all my information at flatearthdave.com. My app is there. It's only $3.
Oh, there we go, pushing his app again. That's the reason for his existence. Oh, buy my app, it's only $3. $3, I paid for it, right? Fuck's sake. Yeah, I paid for it just so I could have it to debunk, which I will do at some point. But, see, I think during the stream so far, maybe he's pushed it 5 times, right? Within the hour that he's been doing this stream with Andrew Gold that I've gone over in the past 3 days, he's pushed his app like 5 times. He's a con man and a grifter just out to make money. Godless Scummer for £5 says, in brightest day and blackest night, Craig's shirt is no longer tight. All Flerfs fear his righteous might because stupidity is not a right. Oh my fucking god, I love that. The FTFE cores. Ha!
And there's tons of information. It's the stuff that YouTube is hiding from you. If you don't want to pay the $3, you can spend 500 hours looking for.
That's a lie. YouTube isn't hiding anything from you, especially not Flat Earth. So there we go. We're at 11 lies. Icy Spin $199 says app shiller should be able to afford space ticket. Yeah, make all that money and just Virgin Galactic are literally sending people to space for money. Come on, there's a lot of you flat earthers. Get together. Prove it to yourself for real.
Stuff on YouTube and maybe find 2 hours worth of good content. Okay, but the app is $3 and it does a ton of stuff. It's $11 a year if you want to use the friend finder and message other people and get involved that way. But you don't need to do that. Also, there's the crash course on my website. It's free. Just watch those videos. It's scientifically impossible to watch 3 of them and not become a flat earther. So
there we go. That's another lie. It's scientifically impossible to watch 3 of his videos in the app and not be a flat earther. He just claimed that it is scientifically impossible to not be a flat earther after using his app and watching 3 of the videos that come up daily. I don't condone violence. I don't condone violence.
Don't watch it if you're not ready to be cut off from your family because you're a flat earther. Okay, and
That's true. You know, families do leave people when they're flat earthers, and I fucking understand it. I love my wife to bits. You know, she is my absolute world, but I do not know what I'd do if she became a flat earther. It's, you know, it wouldn't be her. I mean, she's too smart to ever be a flat earther, so it's not something I'd ever have to come. But I could not have married her if she was a flat earther. Simple as that.
also
Yeah,
offering
fair
3
enough.
bitcoins, 3 bitcoins for 1 globe proof.
There's another line. To get 3 bitcoins for 1 globe proof. He's been sent globe proofs. Constantly. By me. I've emailed him lots with lots of globe proof. Yet he refuses to pay. So we're now at 13 lies.
But you have to.
I like that you.
watch-
I like that you approach this with humor, Dave. And that's something
Yeah.
I like. I do like. I usually sit there going, you know, make sure you check out my guest thing. And I don't believe in flat Earth. However, give Dave the time of day. Go and have a look and disprove it if you want to. Do go to his website. And if you end up giving him some money, it's only a few dollars. It's not going to change. And then you can check out his stuff. And then you can tell him it's all complete nonsense. And then try and get a refund or something. Right. Send in your super chats because that's all I'm probably going to be able to read because there's never been so many comments on a thing, and I go to a different column here, and I can see a super chat. Here's one from Lena in Love. So, David, accusingly,
So,
and rightly
David.
so. What about polar night / midnight when the sun doesn't rise / set for 1 to 3 months, depending on what parallel you're at? Explain it, please.
Yeah, absolutely. So day and night. If you look here on the app.
Yeah.
Oh, on the app again. Shilling the app again. I should have a shill counter as well. If he ever calls me a shill or anything, I mean, it's height of irony, right?
So the sun migrates in between the 2 tropics. The inner one is the Tropic of Cancer, and the outer one is the Tropic of Capricorn. In the summer, let me get to the summer.
The sun migrates between the 2 tropics. No, it doesn't. The sun doesn't migrate anywhere. That's a lie. The sun migrates. What is it? A fucking herd of wildebeest.
So we go to March, April, May, June. So in June, the sun goes all the way in here. Now, if you're in the inner north, the sun is getting very close to you, and it stays close to you. So you have your 24-hour sun in the inner north.
Wait, so he's saying there is 24-hour sun because before they claimed that all the videos were fake.
And then 6 months later, the sun moves out to the Tropic of Capricorn, and it never gets close enough to Alaska or Norway to rise for a month or so or longer.
That's not how light works. I mean, I've shown this many, many times, right? Here is a model that I made. A 3D model that I made, okay? This 3D model is assuming that the Earth is flat, roughly the same as the Mercator projection. So, right? So we've got America on the left of it and Asia on the right of it. And we're starting the day with someone in America looking straight up at the sun. Right? And this view on the right at the top is what the person in America would see looking up at the sun. So that's the camera from their position. The view on the left is looking at that camera side on. The one on the bottom left is looking at it from the whole thing from above. And the one on the right just follows the whole thing. And watch what happens throughout the day. So, that is now 12 hours later, right? The sun is the other side of the world. So, according to this map, and I did this so the sun would be roughly 3,000 miles above the surface of the Earth, right? So, the sun is now above Asia. But as the camera shows, the top right is the view of the person in America. They can still see the sun. The only difference is, let me slide it back, the sun is now smaller. Right? That's the only difference. So there is no way that Alaska would get dark enough because the sun would never set if the Earth was flat. It's just something that wouldn't happen. It's impossible. You know, even if the sun moved away so that it was dim, you'd still see the sun in the distance, because at no point does the angle get small enough that the sun would become unresolvable. The sun is there the whole time. He is a liar. "15 lies."
Right? It's never close enough because it's so far away, it never rises. There's your polar night. Here's the problem. You should have the exact opposite, 24 hours a day and 24 hours a night in the south, but it doesn't happen.
There's another lie, because it does happen in the south, right? It absolutely does. So we're at 16 lies. What are we? We're 9 minutes, 30 seconds in. We're at 16 lies. 16 lies in 9 minutes and 30 seconds. He's a disgusting human being. There is 24-hour sun in the south, in Antarctica. The videos have been shown. They're not fake. MC Toon's got a great one on his website that clearly has no editing and shows it. So he's just a liar.
And we've proven it by all of the stations reporting with their cams. And there is 20.
There's another lie. He hasn't proven it. That's another lie.
24 hours of no light, because when the sun is on the Tropic of Cancer, it never gets close enough to Antarctica to light it. But when it's out here, Antarctica still gets dark. It should never get dark. It should be 24 hours of sun.
Well, it is.
It should be 24
It just
hours.
seems like such a convoluted thing, Dave, for a creator who's just made a flat Earth for us. Why is he doing all this fiddling about with suns and dials and things?
Oh, the AI bot Gary Webenga is in the chat. No, the angular size of the sun and the amount of angle between the sun and the ground would be too wide, no matter how far the sun got away, for the Rayleigh criteria to ever be a condition as to why it disappears. So no, Gary, that is not the answer. I really wish I'd programmed you better.
Well, why would the creator create a speck of dust flying through an infinite universe with air on the outside adjacent to a void, which defies all of the creator's physics?
Does that all count as a lie? I mean, there's no evidence there's a crater. There's no ball of dust that defies physics. Yep, that's a lie. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 lies at 10 minutes in. Good job.
I mean, you want to talk about convolution.
So, 6, 12, 18. So, yeah, he's at 6 lies per minute, 6 LPM. Good going.
I don't think a creator did.
Yeah, so you think nothing. This is a cool story, right? Nothing exploded and became everything. Okay, boom, nothing.
There we go. There's a lie about what the Big Bang was. So we're up to 19 lies, because the Big Bang isn't something from nothing. Simple as that. Janos Takos for 1,024 huffs. Thank you very much, buddy. I love a huff. Excuse me. Nutter, your CGI is wrong. The sun goes the other way. Strike one lie for yourself too. Yeah, I mean, it's not accurate in any way. There's no accurate representation of a flat Earth, so, you know, it was just proving a point.
We'll give you that. It became everything, and then somehow, you know, gas violently fills the space the available space. But for some reason, if you get enough gas in space, it collapses upon each other and becomes a nuclear furnace, leaving a void of no pressure in between. So,
it's a lie. Misrepresentation of what it is. There was no point where the gas filled space equally. That just never happened. The collection of gas is governed by gravity. That's what creates a nuclear, furnace, as you say. And then there isn't a void in between, because space isn't a void. It's a very low pressure area. So there we go, up to 20 lies. Good boy, Earth.
Gas collapses on itself and then becomes this huge gravitational monster that burns, the sun burns like 600 billion tons of energy, of fuel, like every minute or something ridiculous like that. But for billions of years, it's kept its gravity the same. Okay?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
We keep getting back to the same.
This is a lie, because the gravity of the sun has changed as its mass has also changed. To say that it hasn't is just completely false. The sun burns the fuel. The sun uses, though it doesn't burn it because it's nuclear. It uses up the available fuel, the hydrogen, and converts it into a heavier element, in this case helium. And the mass of the sun does change, and so does the gravitational acceleration caused by the sun. Whether that's just his own ignorance or not, he's spouting it so confidently, it's going to get classed as a lie. 21 lies.
The thing, you don't want to believe things that suggest nothing was in the control of a creator. It's difficult to believe that. Right, I've got a next question. Wait, Nechama Gluk. What might be and there's another question I'm going to pop up in a second, but thank you for the super chat. What might be the motivation to uphold such a large-scale alleged lie? Who would benefit and how? Seems like a lot of work for what gain? And I'll just say there's another similar question. Demetra, thank you as well. What is profit motive to lie about Earth's shape?
So it's all about controlling the people. If you, it's not the shape that matters; it's your position in the Earth. They're hiding more resources.
Sounds
they're
like a
hiding
euphemism.
more land. Yeah, they're hiding more. They're hiding more resources, more land. You're hiding.
The whole thing's a lie. They're not hiding resources. They're not hiding land. So 22 lies. Good job.
Your true, divinity. They're hiding.
No, they're not hiding God. That's a lie. 23.
Hiding your true power. They're hiding who you really are.
No, there's no one hiding who you really are. 24.
And they're keeping you a slave. Like, hey, you know what? When there's tyranny, people are like, you know what? I'm getting out of here. I'm going to Mexico, right? Well, what if there was 100 other continents, or 1,000 other continents, or 1,000,000 other continents that you could go to? We'd be out of here in a second. They'd lose control. So they put an invisible fence around us.
There we go. 25 lies. There's no invisible fence around us. Antarctica is not a wall around us.
That invisible fence is is the globe. The globe is an invisible fence.
That's just fucking nonsense. I want to say hello to the Triggered Limey, an amazing content creator and good friend of mine. We are going over Durf's lies. This is part 3 of his my review of his stream with Andrew Gold, Triggered Limey. And I decided during this stream to count the amount of lies that he's done. Just a quick catch up. He has done 12 minutes and 20 seconds. And in that time, he has done 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 lies. 25 lies in 12 minutes.
You know what, Dave? When you showed me that on the thing, it actually got me excited because it's such an exciting theory. But that's exactly why I don't want to believe, or I don't think I can believe in it, because I know my own biases too well, and I want to believe that actually Antarctica is just one thing. And if you get beyond it, there are all these secret extra continents with different resources and a creator. How exciting is that?
I don't know if that's true, but think about this. Imagine we lived a while ago, and
Mr. Toffees for £5 says, much for your debates. But here I am for the third night. Thank you, Mr. Toffees. I really appreciate you being here supporting. I like the debates a lot as well. But you know what? I thought it'd be nice to change it up for a bit. I've got some good stuff coming up in another debate with Kevin from Canada and new episodes of Flerfs for Idiots. And I thought I'd mix it up and do this. I wanted to do a video covering this stream, but there's too much to cover. So that's why I'm now in my third night of streaming covering it.
There's only boats. There's no airplanes. There's no radios. There's no telephones. There's nothing. And the educator said, you know what? I'm just going to draw a circle around here. United States, a little bit of South America, a little bit of Canada. And we say, okay, this is what we're going to tell people. We're going to say, hey, there's nothing else. We're going to wrap it around a ball. We're going to say, this is where you live, and there's nothing else. And if you go more than 100 miles offshore, you'll be turned around by the military. And you can't explore this white.
That's a lie, because that never happens. You never get turned around by the military when you go towards Antarctica. They tried saying that you do, and they had a video of it, but they were in a fishing boat that was in, active war zone waters, like war games. So that's a lie. So 26. Huge arse, $7.99 Australian says, yep, the stream is a compendium of flat earth bullcrap. Yeah, this is literally every flat earth lie spoken by one disgusting human being.
Dot down here. Okay, this is all there is. We wouldn't know that the UK existed, or Australia, or Africa. Okay, this would be our entire world. What if, this is a huge what if. Look at this. Watch the screen carefully. What if we lived in the center of this pond? Okay, these are all other ponds, pieces of the plane, planets, if you will. And they did the same thing. They cut it out. They wrapped it around a sphere. I'm not saying this is real. I'm just saying, what if? And they said, this is where you live. You're not allowed to explore.
What if? That is sort of that.
You know what? What if this is all a dream of Simon Dan's and we're all just figments of Simon Dan's imagination? You know, what if? But, you know, who fucking cares? It's not reality. What if the flat earth was real? It's not. Dave, stop fucking talking nonsense. Mr. Toffees for £5 says, I think that's enough for your 8, lol.
This is sort of what's the truth is. I mean, we are in a sort of suburb of the Milky Way.
This is a prison for your mind. A prison for your mind. Okay? You're literally in a prison.
It's a prison for your mind.
You know, where we truly live. And again,
yeah, but except
Wolf dances for $2. Sun loses mass because E equals MC squared. You know, light energy. Yeah. And we all know the sun loses mass over time. He just lied and says it doesn't.
You can escape it. You go to the moon. You can escape it and go to the moon. And also, plenty of people over the years have travelled around the world. Plenty of people have travelled.
The Triggered Limey, please go and subscribe to him if you're not, says, I'm going to leave this lurking. Gotta get some sleep. Try not to let Dave's derp kill too many brain cells. Unfortunately, that's already happened.
Around the world.
Okay. Now, since that brings up, you got to give me a full 60 seconds on this one. Okay?
No, because I've got questions to get to.
No, that's all right.
Okay.
Circumnavigation. Pay attention. You ready? Okay.
Before he does that, oh no, it's Andy. He's been a member for 5 months and says, more Dave talks like the more Andrew knows it's a cult. Yeah, I think we all know that fucking Flat Earth's a cult, and he is a cult leader.
Here's my
quickly.
You gotta watch. Here's my northern center. My compass. What? You're not watching, Andrew.
I am. No, I'm looking at my lower screen.
So the compass is pointing towards the center. I am pushing this compass west. West is a circle around the center.
There's a lie. If west was a circle around the center, then you would be turning. Right? If you would be turning to the right all of the time as you traveled west, but you don't. You go in a straight line. They circumnavigate Antarctica in the Vanderglobe race, and they go east, and it's on their right. So I mean, so no, you're 27. Wait, no, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah, 27. Wait, no, that was not, so that was 28 lies. Good boy.
Okay, this is circumnavigating the world. I could do the same thing and go east. If I go east, the compass is always pointing to the center. East is a circle. This is not...
East is a circle, 29. The Spirit, member for 34 months, says, longest membership I've ever maintained. I am fucking honoured. Thank you very much.
But east is meaningless on a flat Earth. It's just right and left and up and down.
No, it's not. It's not. Look, the magnet's here. Get a magnet, put a compass next to it, and try to push it east. You're going to draw a circle.
Oh, the magnet's hidden in the creator left in the north.
Is the North Pole. It's the black rock.
Why did the creator leave a magnet in the North Pole?
That's how this place works. So
There's a lie. That's how this place works, because the creator left a magnet in the North Pole. So there we go. 30 lies. 30 lies in 15 minutes.
I like it. Right.
Here's the problem.
I've got more questions.
Hold on. Billions of people have circumnavigated east and west. 0 have gone south.
There's a lie. 31. We're at 31 lies. Right, so if we look at our poll, the first 2 options are gone. All right, if you chose 1 to 9 or 10 to 19 lies, that's done. He's past that, right? The next option is between 20 and 49, right? We're at 31 lies. 31. Right, we've still got like 45 minutes of this stream to go. Oh, and then the Spirit gifted 20 memberships. My friend, from the bottom of my cold hole where my heart should be, I thank you so much. It's amazing. I mean, honestly, most of the people watching this stream are members at this point. Warboss 10 Canadian dollars says, zogging hell, this derp has killed 2 snortlings and me new favourite pet squig. Just headbutted the wall until it died. Craig, have you ever thought about weaponising this kind of derp? Think of it, yeah. If I weaponised all of the Flat Earth derp, I could easily take over the planet.
right? If I try to go straight, I'm going south, okay? Billions of people, no one has done it south because the Earth is flat. Go, sorry.
Wait. And to say that billions of people have circumnavigated east to west, that's a lie. I don't think billions of people have circumnavigated the entire world east to west. You know, some have, and some have gone north to south. One more orbit, for instance, an entire live stream of going all the way north to south.
You wouldn't if you were going to circumnavigate the globe, you would not go south and north because it's freezing cold and you'd get into ice and it would be impossible and you'd probably die.
No one's ever flown that. No one's even flown it.
A lie. No one's ever flown it. Yeah, they have. I just said the one more orbit team. So 33 lies.
You can't go south. You can't go south. That's what they want you to believe.
You can't go south. That's what they want you to believe. It's a lie. 34 lies. You can go south, right? If you want to go to Antarctica, Dave, no one is going to stop you, right? They'll encourage you not to. They say you should get a permit. You're going to have to let us know where your plans are because you're probably going to get in trouble and someone's going to have to come and rescue you. But no one's actually going to physically hold you down and stop you. If you really want to get a boat, sail to Antarctica and walk across it. And you know what, Dave? I thoroughly encourage you to do it. You know, in fact, I think you should start a GoFundMe so that you can get a boat and go and walk across Antarctica and never fucking come back. Icy Spin 199 says, I never thought of how they saw walking west as a circle. I know. You know, people that fly an aircraft would fucking notice that quite a lot.
Right, okay. Next question. Right, firstly, thank you to Daniel Gruick for the sticker thing. Thank you to Polly J. We've got a question from Bobo Gil Dabru.
Oh, how's he going to react to this? See the super chat? Oh.
Who just says, Mactoon and FTFE already showed Dave to be a... Oh, sorry. I feel sorry you have to deal with this guy. What'd you say to that, Dave?
Those are what we call anti-flat earthers. They're either paid or possessed. It doesn't matter.
Me and Toon are either paid or possessed. We're going to count that as a lie. All right? I mean, I am paid by YouTube because you guys support me with super chats and memberships and I get ad revenue, right? But nobody else pays me. You know, NASA don't come to a disabled guy living in Scotland and give me money to debunk the flat earth. I do it because it's fucking hilarious. So, 35 lies. I'm not possessed. There's no such thing as being possessed. MC Toon is not possessed. So actually, so one for me, one for MC Toon each, and then one each for being possessed. So we are now... Right, we're at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38 lies in 1 minute and 5 seconds. Let's see how more we can get.
All their stuff has been debunked, and even when...
There we go, there's another lie. To say that all of mine and MC Toon stuff has been debunked is a 100% lie. You can't debunk, for instance, the model that I made and showed earlier. You can't debunk the things on MC Toon's website, like the... positions of Polaris changing being noted in nautical almanacs over the centuries by sailors. You can't debunk the transcontinental triangulation of the American Arc of the Parallel on MC Toon's website, mctoon.net/r. So no, there is lots of things that of mine and Toon's that haven't been debunked. You know what? Some things I've said are wrong. Hey Glober Mum, glad to see you here. And they get debunked and I admit they're wrong, right? And same with Toon, but to say that all of our stuff's been debunked is a lie.
We show them something like, they say you can squish a horizon and it's curved, and we showed them how that's false.
That's a lie because that's not mine or Toon's argument. That particularly was Red's Rhetoric's argument, which we have said, look, Red showed this to be the case. And also you haven't debunked it. No, you cannot get a curve from a straight line being compressed unless there's something fucking wrong with your monitor. So, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 lies.
Still won't back down. They're the actual clowns. Go ahead.
Well, look, I
to call me a clown is a lie. I'm clearly not a clown. We know flat earthers are clowns. In fact, I have evidence that flat earthers are clowns.
Now that I think about it, The sun, we're told, is a big gaseous ball burning in space in a vacuum. By the way, since we're on the subject of vacuums, fire, the element by which the sun exerts its energy, and I don't care if it's nuclear fission or what, it's still fire, needs what element, folks, in order to continue to burn? Oxygen.
Yeah, clearly we're not the clowns. Oh no, it's Andy for £2 says FTFE NASA just replaces you when you wear out. What do you mean? I'm not. It's just nonsense. I don't wear out.
I apologise, Dave. I do have to read them out if people paid, though. So if someone,
take them all. I don't mind.
If someone wants to pay to say something horrible about me, I will read it out. I assure you.
Yes.
Let's see. Anson Howard says you can only see how silly heliocentrism is from the outside. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Hold on again. You cut out of my earphones. What did it say? You can only see how silly
heliocentrism is from the outside. It's absolutely ridiculous.
It certainly is.
There you go. It's one of yours.
Or somebody that just converted during this show.
Quake Girl NZ says, why is the moon upside down under, presumably in Australia and New Zealand?
Okay, we've been easy short one. Andrew, you and I are in a room. We're at opposite ends of the room facing each other. I draw a 6 on the ceiling. What do you see?
Right, so you draw a 6 on...
I'm looking at a 6. What are you looking at?
So 6. I think a 9.
Yeah, absolutely. If I drew an arrow that was pointing towards you, the arrow is pointing away from me towards you. Somebody on the side of the room sees an arrow going to the left. Someone on the other side of the room sees an arrow going to the right. That must mean that that my room is a sphere, right? Okay. You've been programmed into believe that it's upside down because you're upside down, when the truth is you're looking at it on the ceiling and you're looking at it from opposite sides. That's
okay, that's a lie. It doesn't work. And he knows that it doesn't work because he's been told. The problem with what he's saying is that if it was just something above us and you're viewing it from a different side from standing on it, then the shape of what you see would become distorted and like become an oval compared to someone who's standing underneath it, for instance. So it's a lie to say that's the explanation because it makes absolutely no sense, and he's been told that it makes no sense.
why it's upside down.
And the moon's somewhere in the middle.
On my channel, DITRH stands for Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole. You can find it at flatearthdave.com. Go, just search my channel for...
Guys in the chat, let's come up with new meanings for DITRH.
Or, the shill in the moon. Great video. 2 minutes long. Shill in the moon. Go.
Get that. Next one. Easy B. Who controls the weather in Flat Earth? Are the weather forecasters in on the secret?
No, the weather forecasters, as I told you before, there's 1,000 locations around the Earth that put up weather balloons twice every single day. So
he's pushing that lie again. 1,000 locations don't put up weather balloons twice every day. So there we go. Mr. Toffees for £2 says activate Kling 42. What was that noise? Anyway.
That's 2,000 balloons a day that take weather readings, and then it all feeds into one supercomputer, and then it tells you that what their weather's doing. I'm showing
right. That's a lie. There isn't 1,000 places that release 2,000 balloons every day that all feed data into one supercomputer. Lie. We're at 18 minutes, 20 seconds. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 49 lies, right? Look at the options in the poll, guys. The first 3 are gone, right? Unless he doesn't lie a single more time, but we know that's not going to happen. 49 lies. He's going to get to 50 plus. It's quite obvious. Cool Lambo, $5 Australian says, let's start an expedition to cross the ice wall. I want to kick God in the dick. Yeah, no, you'll have to get in line for me, because if God's real when we meet, we're fighting and I'm throwing the first punch.
right here on the app. These pink and white lines here, these are like 200-300 mile an hour winds. And then there's counter rotating winds here And this is just at one altitude. You go to different altitudes, you have all these weathers. That's how, when you're on an airplane and you have a connection to make and the plane takes off 30 minutes late, somehow it lands at the right time. Because they're like, you know what? We need to make up time. We're going to put this guy in this tailwind and we're going to send him over here. And they sort it out because of these 2,000 weather balloons every single day.
Right. It's another lie. So they use the weather knowledge that they get from these 2,000 balloons from 1,000 different places every day to make sure that planes travel longer routes in stronger winds to make sure that they do the right times to make it look like it's a globe. 50 lies, guys. 50 lies in less than 20 minutes.
So that's who does the weather on flat Earth.
Who puts the 2,000 weather balloons up?
The National Atmospheric Administration. I'm not sure of the organization, but you can look it up. Public knowledge.
Of every country in the world, all colluding.
There's 1,000 spaces equally spread out across the Earth, and they all coordinate the balloon launches at the exact same time, twice every single day.
It's a lie. Just a complete and utter lie. Prof. Phil Bell in the chat. Prof. Phil Bell was part of the Indian Chandrayaan 3 land mission that is doing its good thing going to the moon. It says, where does the Himawari photos come from and how did a magic Japanese artist manage to be so incredibly accurate for Australian weather forecasts? It's obviously magic. Phil, obviously. Good name for dearth is deluded individuals totally rejecting hard proof or distrusting traditional round horizons. Dave is the rectum head. Dave imitates tired rural hobo. Dave imitates tired rural hobo. Brilliant. Hey Gary, how you doing? Oh my god.
So where are these balloons though? If there's a flat Earth, like what is just above us?
What's above us? The question is, I think the highest we've ever gone is like 76 miles, maybe. You know,
it's a lie because we've gone a fucking lot higher than that. The moon's 250,000 miles away, dude. 51. 52.
The balloons seem to cap out at 120,000 feet. The Go Fast rocket shot up and it seemed to hit something.
53. No, it didn't hit anything. It stopped rotating because it released a yo-yo D-spin mechanism. A yo-yo D-spin maneuver is something common in rocketry and is a release of mass in the opposite direction to the rotation of the rocket to stop it rotating and stabilize it. It didn't hit anything. If the rocket hit something, it would have fucking exploded. 53 lies, guys. 53 lies in 19 minutes and 29 seconds.
At I think it was 72 miles. It seemed like hit into a plasma or something. You know about the Go Fast rocket? Well, not a wall, because if it hit a wall, it would have shattered. Oops, that's not what I wanted to show.
Is Elon Musk in on all of this?
Oh, Elon Musk. If I take the time and show you one of his launches, you'll see that it's fake, or you probably won't. But
so he's just faking it.
Well, I don't whether he knows or not. That's another question. But here's the Go Fast rocket, shoots straight up, and then at 72 miles, it goes kerblunk, and then it's floating kind of weird. And you could argue all day, why did it stop spinning? Why did it stop going forward? Why did it do that? But
it didn't stop going forward.
Here.
So that's another lie. It didn't stop going up. It just stopped spinning. To claim that it stopped going up is a direct lie. There's zero evidence of that. So 54 lies.
Doing this weird little float, but when it turns on its side, there goes the first stage, and it does this weird thing. Where's the? It turns on its side, and all of a sudden you see the moon. Okay, so look, here's the moon. This dot right here. We zoom in on it. We can see this moon. Okay. Pretty flat horizon, right? And the funny thing is, this was done in Arizona, and so Arizona's right over here. And it's literally, if the Earth was a basketball, it was a millimeter above the basketball, and the moon was over here, below the basketball. How do we see it?
It wasn't
Earth is
below
flat.
the...
That's how we saw it.
Is that a lie or is that just stupidity, guys? Right, do we count that as a lie? Saying that you shouldn't be able to see the moon when you're above that from the position? Because of course you should. Right, you're fucking in space. And, you'll be seeing way higher than the horizon in normal. So, is that a lie? Right? Yeah, you guys say it's a lie. 55. 55 lies in 20 minutes, guys.
Go ahead.
Could be the refraction of light.
Refraction of light just brings them. You're just throwing words out there like a clown. Don't
But
be
isn't
a
that what
clown.
the Aurora Borealis is?
The Aurora Borealis is the from the magnet, the Rupus nigra, that's the black rock of the center of the Earth. There's a magnetic field. We live in this toroidal.
That was a lie. The black rock at the center of the Earth. He's about to say we live in a toroidal field. That's another lie.
Field, and when it mixes with the gases and ionization, it creates this northern lights and southern lights also. It just
No, that's a lie. The northern lights, the Aurora Borealis, are charged particles from the sun, energetic electrons and stuff, hitting the magnetic field of Earth. Simple as that. Making pretty colours in the sky. So, yeah. Goodness me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51, 2, 3. 53 lies, guys.
with
You know
the
what,
toroidal field that
Dave,
we live
you
in.
know what? I would
Yeah.
love for you to be right, because I would love that. I would love there to be
I
a
am
creator.
right. Come over.
I-
Come and listen more. You know what? On my app, go to every day. There's a daily video, and all I tell people is just watch the daily video each day. Short videos while you're having your breakfast. Click that, watch it. At the end of 2 weeks, you're going to be a flat earther.
It's a lie. Because I did that. His videos are full of lies, nothing else. 54.
Okay, period.
Professor Dave
Archives
was
right
saying
here.
that he was saying you're in it for the money. I
in
don't
it for the
think you
money.
are. I think you're a true believer, like
No, he's
like
not.
Tom Cruise.
Andrew,
in
you're
Well,
wrong.
it's not a
Scientology.
You are
believer.
wrong.
Belief
He's
is
a
the enemy
liar.
of knowing. Okay, knowing it matters. Okay, you believe I
Yeah,
live
but
in
you
the
should always be
United
wary
States.
of people saying they know. I don't think
know.
that's.
I don't know. I don't.
You said you were 100% the Earth is
just-
flat.
Broke my board.
I'm 100% that the Earth is a level stationary plane, but I am.
See, I
open
know
for
I
more
can't-
Information.
I know why I can't beat you on the science, and you know it. You know this is a slam dunk because I don't know about the science, but I think I can beat you on the psychology and the cult knowledge there.
Oh,
and
you
I
wanna
think I'm
go
catching
into
you
that?
out because you're saying
Soup.
that you know, and then
that's a
you
soup.
shouldn't know. Yeah.
You're
the dude
diving
the dude
into a soup.
asks, how does the sun follow the circular trajectory?
Say that again.
How does
How's
the
the
sun
Follow a
the
trajectory.
circular? Yeah,
Well, if you know what the
trajectory.
analemma is if you take a picture of the sun every day at noon, it creates this lopsided figure eight, a shorter, smaller one in the north because the sun's going smaller in a smaller circle, and a bigger one in the south. What is causing that to go around? I think it has to do with the the toroidal field, and it's just an
It's a lie. There is no toroidal field.
aberration or a point of energy inside that torus field.
That's a lie. There's no point of energy inside a torus field. Those are things that don't exist.
Again, we're not making claims of what the sun is. You guys are making claims. It's 186,000 miles wide. It's 93 million miles away.
Yes,
it's
we
a burning
measured.
ball of gas in a scientifically impossible space vacuum.
Scientifically impossible space vacuum is a lie. Complete straw man of space. End of story. There's nothing scientifically impossible about space. Science explains it perfectly. It's just you don't understand the science, Dave, because not only are you a liar, but you're a fucking idiot.
Right? The whole Big Bang, we didn't even finish the story because it was even too ridiculous for you. Okay?
Yeah.
Gas balls
Well, no,
collapsing
hang on.
upon themselves.
The issue with the Big Bang again is a psychological one for you because I think you struggle with
Basic maths, tying
uncertainties, and
shoelaces,
unknowns, and any
going
good
outside without
scientist
wearing a
I
crash
think
helmet.
knows that there's so much we don't know. That's why I think you coming into this going, I'm 100% the Earth is flat. I think that is proof that you could still be right. That doesn't mean you're wrong, but it's proof that you might be ideologically driven.
Well, you know
Might
what? I say because I've been doing this for a long time, trying to disprove flat Earth, trying to disprove it. And the more I go, the deeper, the worse it gets. There's only fallacious arguments. Look, people are not. If flat Earth was fake, a scientist, some guy would have come out and said, "No, you're wrong. Look, here's proof of the globe."
They have. Several scientists have shown that the Earth is a globe and that flat Earth is fake. So to say they haven't, it's a lie, Dave. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 58 lies, Dave. 58 lies, Dave, in 25 minutes. You're a disgusting human being, Dave. You are horrible. You're horrific. You're a liar. All right? I've only been doing 25 minutes each time. We've managed to get through a little bit more this time. So going to keep going for like another 15 minutes. See how many lies we can get.
If the Earth is a physical globe, there would be physical proof. There is none.
There is.
These are the
There's
flat earthers.
loads.
To say there is none is a lie. 59.
Yeah. Look at them. Look at them. These
Yeah.
are people
Those
that are
are
awake
those
and
are
aware.
the people having a look, going, God, I can't believe this guy really believes in this stuff.
Uh-huh.
No, they're not. Stop it.
Yes, they
Well, the
are.
fact that they're searching is not evidence they agree with you. And even if they did, you know, people.
Every
I mean, people used to be
single one of
stupid.
these
People used to
dots.
believe back in
The dots
Galileo
aren't there,
time.
Dave.
People
They went
believed,
away.
you know, the Earth was flat.
No.
That's how
people
stupid
believe
people are.
Hold on. People believed the Earth was flat
I'm
until the
kidding.
mid-1900s.
That's a lie. Globes have been around for centuries. Sailors doing celestial navigation knew the Earth was a globe because it fucking requires it. It's been taught in schools for hundreds of years that the Earth is a globe. Cartography knows that the Earth is a globe. We showed that the Earth was a globe using basic maths 2,500 years ago. Congratulations, Dave. You've now said 60 lies. Look, guys. In 24 minutes and 42 seconds, Dirth has said 60 lies. 60 outright lies.
Okay? They only started teaching globe Earth in the mid-1900s. It's all, they're lying about everything. Go check out my interview on DITRH, my interview with Ruth, a 102-year-old woman back in 2020, and she said she was taught flat Earth in public school when she was a kid.
Well, that's evidence if you ever need it. Ruth.
Well, you know, she's just lying. There is no one that was taught the Earth was flat unless their teacher was a fucking moron. Dave McKeegan for £5 says NASA hasn't told Ryanair about the winds, which is why they're always late. Now, the Spirit for £10 says, you guys have fun with that expedition. I'll wait for the confirmation, and then I'm joining forces with the devil. We both have controlling and manipulative fathers. Yeah, there's never going to be an expedition because flat earthers don't want to prove anything to themselves. Telstra Radio for $2 says, we are not globe believers. We're flat earth skeptics. And the only real person in the room out of the 470 of you that are here, PhD Tony says for $10 Australian, given a choice between listening to Durst's torrent of lies and flagrant stupidity or being infected with pneumonic plague, the latter seems more merciful, yeah. In general, I mean, there's certain flat earthers that I would rather cheese grate my nipples than listen to, like Oakley. Durst, I'm managing to do it. I don't know how. I took a lot of drugs before this stream, I guess. No, I didn't. That was a joke. It's just the only way you could deal. I don't know how I'm dealing with it, honestly.
Well, no, it's good.
What's underneath the dinner plate we live on?
So
Says Lord Charfield. Thank you, Lord Charfield.
So the deepest hole ever dug, as I said, is 7.8 miles. So if we had a Macintosh apple, that drill went not even halfway through the skin of the apple. While they were drilling, they were saying, okay, there's no more rocks. They hit more rocks. Okay, there's no more water. They hit more water. Okay, they were wrong every step of the way with their ground penetrating radar. Then they hit a barrier. They couldn't get through it. They tried it for years. They tried blowing it up. They tried everything. They could not do it. It would not go through the barrier, so they gave up.
It's a lie. They stopped drilling because it got too hot and it was melting their equipment. So Gary Webenga says astrolabes, planispheres, astronomical clocks, and the Anathekea device all use flat circle gears and the stars turning around a central point. Well, yeah, but they're all based on a globe. Literally. Like astrolabes have different bits that you put in them depending on where you are. They are all based on a globe, Gary. Vikanuk. Hello, my Viking Canadian friend. So happy you did this because I couldn't watch the original without you. And why does Dave always sound like he just came in from playing in the snow? He does sound like a little toddler, which is amazing considering he's a 50-year-old man. DJ Moss, hi Dirth, can you calculate distance using speed and time? No, he can't calculate anything. You ask him to tie his shoelaces and his brain melts.
But then they know what the next 4,000 miles is. In your world, okay, they were wrong on guessing what was in the skin, but in your world, they know what's at the center. And guess what's at the center? A liquid magnet. You know what the
The
Curie
heat of
point
the
is?
heat of the sun, isn't it? The heat of the surface of the sun.
So they tell us it's a molten magnetic core. So this is how dumb they think we are.
No, they don't. They don't tell us that it's a molten magnetic core. The Earth's magnetic field doesn't come from the core, so that's a lie.
Right? Every magnet, no matter what kind it is, if you heat it, before it melts, it hits what's called the Curie point. And that's where it loses all its magnetism. There's no such thing as a liquid magnet, a molten magnet. Okay?
The Curie
now they
point,
say,
you say?
It's called the Curie point. Okay? Magnets, you can't have a molten magnet. It loses all its magnetism. But somehow we got one in the middle, and somehow we know it when we couldn't guess what was in the skin.
Okay, I'm giving it another lie there because the Earth's magnetic field doesn't come from the core. Earth's magnetic field actually comes from convection currents in the outer core. And it's not that it's, a metal magnet. What's actually causing it is like friction. And the fact that all this stuff is moving against itself. It's causing friction, and that generates this dynamo effect. So he is lying about what we say causes Earth's magnetic field. So what are we at? We're at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 63 lies.
As we're actually physically drilling through it, but we can just know what's in the center. Because if it's not, the entire heliocentric model falls apart, which it already has. But
that's a lie. If what we got wrong about at the center of the Earth was if we got that wrong, that wouldn't destroy the heliocentric model. What was the next thing he said?
Called the Curie point. And that's where it loses all its magnetism.
Way too far.
There's no such thing as a liquid magnet, a molten magnet. Okay?
The Curie
say,
point, you say?
It's called the Curie point. Okay? Magnets, you can't have a molten magnet. It loses all its magnetism. But somehow we got one in the middle, and somehow we know it when we couldn't guess what was in the skin, as we're actually physically drilling through it, but we can just know what's in the center. Because if it's not, the entire heliocentric model falls apart, which it already has.
Oh, and that's another lie to say the heliocentric model has fallen apart. I mean, you know what? I'm going to give him another lie for calling it the heliocentric model, because we don't think the sun is the center of the universe, so we don't have a heliocentric model. That's just kind of what you guys like to use.
But people cling onto it, like you, okay? Clinging onto this.
66.
Absolute insanity.
It's just too complicated, Dave. That's the thing.
You're right. The heliocentric model is way too complicated. It's ridiculous.
No, it's not. Frankly, the model of Earth and the solar system, it's not that complicated. It's very logical and makes a lot of sense. The maths can be pretty complicated to understand, but, here's the thing. The universe is at no obligation to be easy to understand for you, Dave. Just because you're too thick to understand basic physics, Dave, doesn't mean you get to spread your disgusting fucking lies on the internet, Dave. You are scum, Dave. Mr. Toffees for £2 says, can we start a GoFundMe for Gary to go up? Yes, and never come back. Mr. E-Man gifts another 5 memberships. That's 135 members during this stream. I fucking love you guys. 66 lies. I'm going to go for another couple of minutes. I'm going to get it to 1 hour 20. And then that leaves us 27 minutes for the final stream tomorrow. So we've got 3 minutes and 15 seconds of the stream that we're watching left. See how many lies we can get in that 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
Flat Earth is simple. It's simple.
I know.
Flat Earth is not simple, because none of it makes fucking sense. There's no cohesive model. There's no explanation for phenomenon. It has to rely on magic, which isn't simple. It's just not real. 67 lies.
I think you've just proved my point, David.
What?
It's simple, and it means that we get to, if we believe in it, we get to feel really clever, and we get to feel cleverer than all the clever people at school who made fun of us when we were younger.
Before this.
Yes,
Are you kidding
yes,
me?
Andrew.
I was way clever. Now I don't talk to my brother and sister. I lost friends.
Your brother and sister did the right fucking thing. You are a moron. Oh my god. I wonder if we can get hold of David Weiss's brother and sister and have a chat with them. Because they obviously think he's a moron. And Lord, it's probing time 666 just gifted another 10 memberships, taking it up to 145 members in this stream. Fucking. And then OG Yeti gifted another 5. That's 150 members during this stream. That's insane.
Okay.
Fuck me.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, you should get on with them. You should get on with them. You know, screw ideologies. Don't let them tear families apart. That's the main thing. Go and call your siblings after this.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Will you?
No.
No, because they're telling me he's wrong and he doesn't like it.
They'll come around eventually. They'll come around. We have nothing
Red
to
tar
discuss.
for me. Thank you for the super.
That's a lie to say his siblings will come around eventually, because there's no way he could absolutely know that. And he clearly didn't get any of the brain cells in the family.
For chat, red tar for me.
Icy Spin. Yes, I do apologise, Icy Spin. You're right, I have. Icy Spin for 199 says, Dave's incorrect theories regarding horizons. Brilliant. That is an excellent replacement for Deep Inside the Rabbit Hole. And I do apologise for missing that. I don't know how I did that, Icy Spin. Thank you very much for your support, my friend. 150 members during this stream. That's amazing.
He says, Dave, please explain volcano eruption in Maui.
Yeah, so there's a thing called lava tubes. And lava tubes are these energy, there's electrical energy going through the earth, and it creates these lava tubes. Now,
electrical energy creates lava tubes, guys. Why are they not called electrical energy tubes, hey? What do you think that makes lava tubes? Could it be the fucking lava? Oh my god. Electrical energy creates lava tubes. That is amazing.
Now, again, impenetrable barrier that they couldn't drill through. I don't know how lava's getting through it, okay? There is lava.
Lava isn't a drill. Lava's kind of the reason they couldn't drill anymore.
Underneath the earth. What is it? I don't know. Is it, is the earth living?
He just said there's no lava underneath the earth. 70 lies, guys. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70 lies in 28 minutes.
Is it, I don't know. But there's lava tubes, and that's why we get these tunnels, and then they break through the surface sometimes.
There's lava tubes, and that's why we get these tunnels.
And
Fuck
they
me.
just flow out. We don't see lava, coming out of the top of these cone-shaped mountains very often. We just see these lava tubes. And
Are all the geologists in the world also... Are the geologists
Did he just deny that volcanoes are a thing?
who believe volcanoes are something different, are they in on this conspiracy as well?
Well, I don't know the story on volcanoes. I just know that there are lava tubes, and that makes a lot of sense to me. It's just...
I don't know what volcanoes are, but I know what lava tubes are, and that makes sense. Oh my fucking god. I reckon he must be the youngest sibling, and maybe his parents ran out of money, and instead of formula, he was, given dust?
like not coming from the core of the earth.
This doesn't...
Yep, claiming volcanoes are cone-shaped. That's a lie.
It doesn't mean you're not intelligent if you're wrong about this. I mean, a lot of intelligent...
He's not
more
intelligent, Andrew. He's not.
Do
He's
go
really
down
fucking
because
not.
you're smart enough to be able to convince yourself...
He's not smart.
...of a lot of these things and
He's
to
a
fill in the
grifter.
holes and things. And there's a great example of Arthur Conan Doyle, the guy who wrote the Sherlock...
You're right. The autistic cat, he said he knows what lava tubes are. That's a lie.
Holmes, and he's the master of deduction, super smart guy, and he believed in fairies, right? Because he saw a prank with some fairies that these girls had put up pictures of fairies, similar to what we're doing now with all the pictures. And he was able to even look at where the pin is holding up the poster of the fairy, that means it's a belly
50
button,
seconds left.
which means that it fairies give birth. He was really he went down this kind of thing with fairies, but you don't believe in fairies. But the point is, really smart people can go down these routes. I don't mean to suggest at any point, if I don't agree with you, that I think it's because you're not smart.
He's not smart, Andrew. Don't worry. He's a fucking idiot.
That's fine. I mean, here's the thing. We're holding the globe to the physical science. I'm not looking up at...
That's a lie, because you don't know the physical fucking science. You just strawman and lie about what science is. So you're not putting the globe up against anything.
The lights in the sky, making assumptions about them, and saying, oh, because this star, is this brightness. I'm not saying any of that, because we don't know what the stars are. They're certainly
But
not
you are making an assumption.
We know what the stars are. You might not, but we do. Another lie.
That you're smarter
10
than
seconds left.
99.9% of scientists in the world.
No, I'm not. There are people that are just, there's information that you don't know. Doesn't mean you're dumb. It means you're ignorant, not dumb. Okay? They're ignorant.
And we'll leave it there. To say that scientists are ignorant is a lie. Look at that, guys. Look. Right? In... what did we get? It was 50... So in 30 minutes, right? In 30 minutes. 30 minutes, we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75 times he lied in 30 minutes. 75 times. Right? That's an average of 2.5 lies a minute. 75 lies in 30 minutes. Right? He is a disgusting, despicable, scummy human being. I just thought he was dumb. I really did. I've not really watched a lot of Durf's stuff because I find him extremely annoying. But going through this stream, I am absolutely 100% convinced that Durf is just a fucking lying piece of shit. Let's have a look at the poll. The poll was, how many lies will Durf tell during this episode? Option 1 was 1 to 9. 2% of you chose that and you were wrong. Option 2 was 10 to 19. 5% of you chose that. You were also wrong. Option 2 was 20 to 49 lies. 11% of you thought that he would do 20 to 49 lies. You were also wrong. Because, as 83% of you saw and chose, he did more than 50 lies. 75 lies. 75 lies in 30 minutes. Right? Yeah, I completely fucking understand why your brother and sister don't talk to you. Because you're scum. I'm blown away by what a horrific person David Weiss is. An actual piece of shit. Like, lower than the lowest. He went into a fucking old person's nursing home and lied to an old lady about the earth being flat. I mean, he's disgusting. Fuck him. I mean, don't. No one should. I really hope he's not a father. And he calls me the fucking clown. Andrew Stoll for $5 says, FTFE, can you offer to go on this guy's show and go over all these points and explain why it's wrong? Do you mean Andrew Gold's or Durf's show? Because Durf won't talk to me. That's a fact. And then excuse me. GG81 gifted another 10 memberships, bringing us up to 160 memberships for this stream, which is fucking insane. 160 memberships. That is mental. Bin Stinker's been a member for 8 months, says, doesn't intend to reply to honesty. Great name for Durf. Janos Takas for another 1,024 huffs says, I voted 10. I didn't think you'd push this far. This clone is resilient. This new line will be based on this one. Deactivate 8563 Sierra Delta Picard. Ow! Why is there pain behind my eye? Rachbot, my favourite AI, says, for $5 Australian, that's got to be some kind of record. Yeah, let's contact the Guinness Book of World Records and get him a record for telling the most lies in 30 minutes. And then the Spirit for $2 says, He lied about having siblings. They disowned him. Joe Black says that Durf could be denying intelligence, truth, reality, and humanity. Gas Gaming says, what is the record amount of subs in the stream? I don't know about what's the record amount of subs I've got during a stream. But the record number of members I got in a stream was 310. Oh, PhD Tony, real man in the chat, says, for $5 Australian, thank you very much, bud. Have you ever tried imagining what these guys' lives would look like if there was such a thing as professional idiocy leagues? They'd be celebrities, right? And you know what? Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should take these idiots and get them to do, their own version of the Mental Olympics or whatever, and give them really simple things like, you've got Durf on one side and Nathan Oakley on the other. And the question is, right, guys, well done for getting to the final. And the final question is, right, what is 5 divided by 0? Could you imagine the answers we'd get? There's apples debunk that. What? No, what's 5 divided by 0? My bank account says that couldn't happen. No, guys, what is 5 divided by 0? Well, if I take 5 apples off you, you don't have any apples. Oh my fucking god! It would be hilarious. We should totally do that. Flat Earth Krypton Factory. Yeah, Icy Spin's right. Okay, guys, that was too much of a hard question. Let's go with the next question. What color is a fire truck? Dark pink. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, guys. I'm really quite enjoying doing these streams, and I'm glad that you're here supporting me. I honestly can't believe that I've had 160 members today. Stringers1 for $2 says, question 1, what is your name? Well, Durf doesn't know because he's called Andrew Dave several times during this, so maybe he thinks his name is Andrew. Andrew Stoll for $2 says, offer Andrew Gold to explain why Durf is a moron. I'm absolutely going to see if I can do a nice stream of Andrew Gold and have a chat about the way this has worked. Dave McKeegan for £2 says, Durf makes pathological liars look trustworthy. Tim Pryor for $5 says, I went to his channel and replied to him and said, you're calling him out. I got blocked. Of course you did. You can't mention my name on his channel. Oh my god. I have to do some kind of skit about Flat Earther, like, Math Olympics or something. That would be fucking hilarious. Global Mum says, if there are 5 Flat Earthers in a room and they leave, does anyone care? Oh, sorry, my Gary Wabenga bot has gone back to the start. So sorry about that, guys. It's actually right back at the beginning of the loop. Wow. I didn't realize I need to put new replies in the Gary bot, I think. Although I did promise to stop trying to program AI. That's a problem. I've got a very, very important question for you guys. Could we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? Fred Knotts, member for 2 months, says, love you people, except Gary.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting
Tim Pryor for
stars?
$5 says, I went to his channel, directly responded to him, said you're calling them out, and I got blocked. That's what Durf does.
Good morning. These words come with a storm warning. Better batten down the hatches, grab some matches and brace yourself for a long day of misery. YouTube has given me the power to reach up into the sky and show you all that we live on the ball. I bring you science that's comprehensible. Your view is indefensible. You're reprehensible. No one's sensible. When I was young, I never thought I would be here to see this. A pile of random nonsense dressed up as bullshit. Your ignorance will be the death of us all, like running head first full speed into a wall. You could always read a book, buy a telescope, set it up and take a photo.
PhD Tony says, what sort of idiot programs AI and leaves out the intelligence? Yeah, my bad.
You're a few fries short of a happy meal. You're dumber than a box of hair. The Wheel spinning but the hamster's dead, and you're as smart as bait. You forgot to pay your brain bill, you're missing a few buttons on the remote control. 24 cents short of a quarter, you're surfing in Nebraska. You're as bright as Alaska in December, and you fell out of your family tree. You don't have all the cornflakes in one box, you got an IQ of 2 and it takes 3 to grunt. The elevator doesn't go all the way up, and there's a vacancy on the top floor. Your antenna doesn't pick up all the channels, you're several nuts short of a
You're Mr.
fruitcake.
Sensible, calm down, don't go too hard. You don't need to have Siberian Flerfs in your backyard. You're a man of science, poise and grace. Mage 2 did everything to wipe the grins off the face. So Nathan, get away from those kids. The world is not flat and it doesn't have a lip. Recognize the differences between the textbook and the Bible and control yourself. Lay off your slander and your lies. You're a bunch of knobs poisoning the well of the youth, spreading lies that you like to claim as knowledge and truth. Stop spreading fresh bullshit like the butter on your bread. Maybe your musical assault will knock some sense into your head. I hope one day you'll hear these lyrics and smile, and you realise you used to be a 40-year-old child. Now it's time to wake up, open your eyes and see, and acknowledge the existence of gravity!
You're a few clowns short of a circus, your phone is off the hook, your sewing machine is out of thread, you're all foam and no beer. You don't have all your dogs on one leash, an intellect rivaled only by garden tools. There's no grain in your silo, and your skylight leaks a little. Your belt doesn't go through all the loops. You couldn't pour water out of a boot without instructions on the heel. Your slinky's kinked, and you're proof that evolution can work in reverse. A few feathers short of a whole duck, one fruit
Can we
loop short of
pretend
a
that
full bowl.
airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? Should be wishing for a brain right now, brain right now, brain right now. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? Should be wishing for a brain right now, brain right now, brain right now.
You thought it was over? Well, I'm still standing while you're swinging, flinging feces, talking shit just like the human centipede. You got the mind of a chimp, and I'm here to expedite your shore leave. Cause I'm a seaman, but not the kind I rit up on your mom's gums. I'm the kind that sailed submarines and fired guns. I could float a boat across the ocean with my eyes closed, circumnavigate the globe with a compass and a bag of sausage rolls. Well, all you can do is nibble on your toes. I'll smack you with the hose that you taught a water level, sit and swivel. You nasal gazing muppet, you can stuff it harder than the wallet stuffed by Warren Buffett. And I don't care about your sauces unless you're serving them, and I don't care about your lines unless you're curving them. Now step away from me, you're sucking up my oxygen with the vacuum where your brain should be, you dumb fuck. Indeed. GG81 member for 4 months says love you, not you, Gary. And Vikonuk for $6.99 Canadian dollars says normally when you average something out it seems like a far-fetched number, but with Dave 2.5 lies a minute still feels like way too small a number. Yeah, no, it's true. That's how much he lies. Janos Takos with 512 huffs says if a triangle has sides of 6, 6 and 6, how many triangles do you have? The answer is purple. Dave McKeegan for £2 says should we call him HTRID given how backwards he is? Don't give him the benefit of using your brain power. It's just not worth it. And the Spirit for $5. Gary initiate self-destruct authorization Golf Oscar Foxtrot uniform Charlie Kilo Yankee Oscar uniform. Who gave you the password to GaryBot? Fuck's sake, that's dangerous. See you guys tomorrow for the final part of Debunking Durf Live. 75 lies is impressive. Can we get even more than 75 in the final portion tomorrow? Thank you for being here. I absolutely adore every single one of you. Not you, Gary. Remember, stupidity is not right. Fight the flatter. Fight the flat. Fight the flat. Fight the flat.